Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Podcast. We are here for episode 14. Yes, episode 14 of the podcast. It's a pretty decent one. The one before Christmas. We've now got as we're going out on Wednesday the 20-something. And yeah, Christmas is on Saturday. So yeah, if you're watching,
Christmas.
big up. Hope you're looking forward to Christmas. We've got the Christmas pod coming out that day. Can't remember what time. Don't know yet. Haven't decided. But today we're going to be looking at one player your club must sign. Now, before we get into this, I want you to comment below because I've been told to do this because it gets interactions and stuff. Make sure to comment below who your club is and who you think they should sign. But yeah, we're going to get into it and we're going to discuss every single Premier League club and one player that they should sign. But yeah, I'm going to start with Arsenal.
Shall I start?
Yeah, you can start with your Arsenal. We'll go in alphabetical order.
It's an outside shot, but I said Mason Greenwood.
Really?
Because, well, he suits Arsenal's sort of play. He'll link up well with Saka and Smith Rowe. They're all English.
I just don't see him leaving United for Arsenal. I don't see United letting him go there.
But equally, he's second fiddle to Ronaldo. You've got Cavani still.
Would he be a permanent or a loan? Because I don't think Arsenal got the money for Greenwood.
It could be a loan with an option to buy.
I don't think they'd let him go for less than 100 mil United.
Yeah, but it depends how.
Because Ronaldo's only going to last a few more years, and Arsenal do not have 100 mil.
No.
This is a swap deal for Smith Rowe or something.
Lacazette is not good enough.
Yeah, but that's where my guy comes in. Because I've gone for Jonathan David.
Which is basically just a cheaper version of.
So we did
Greenwood.
hidden gems on him. Well, he's also not. Yeah, I don't see Greenwood leaving. And though Greenwood's more versatile, I think Arsenal are pretty covered in the wings. Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli, Pepe, good coverage on the wings. Up front, they could do with someone because it looks like Aubameyang's leaving. I think Jonathan David's a perfect fit. He continues that theme of youth throughout the squad, and he's well experienced in League and I think he'd hit the Prem flying. He's really quick. And I think he
has looked very good. His numbers are incredible. If you want to hear about his numbers, go watch the Hidden Gems.
And I'll try and put a card up there. Yeah, I nailed it. Wow. Try and put a card up there for you to click, and then you can go watch it. But actually, no, stay watching the podcast.
And then watch it later.
And if you're listening on Spotify, sorry, you can't do that. But Hidden Gems are exclusive to YouTube, yay. But yeah, I don't see Greenwood leaving, especially for Arsenal. But
who knows?
I think he'd probably leave for like Real or Barca in 5-10 years' time for 100 mil.
Yeah.
But yeah, next up, Aston Villa, your team. Who are shite. Who do you think that they should go out and get?
I think they should go and get Julian Alvarez.
The River Plate guy.
Yes, I've seen a lot about him actually.
Putting up some fantastic numbers. I've heard he's looking for a move
this
to
season,
Europe.
in only 21 games in the Argentinian League. Yeah, it's the Argentinian League.
Yeah.
In only 21 games, 18 goals and 7 assists.
Some pretty decent numbers, to be fair. Pretty decent numbers.
I think at the moment, Aston Villa have got Ashley Young playing left wing, with Bailey injured, Trezeguet injured, Bertrand Traore injured. So they could really do a really good winger.
Imagine though, Villa had got Smith Rowe for just 30 mil.
I would have loved it.
Villa would be up there, I think, and I think Arsenal probably be in the relegation scrap still.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, he's only 21 mil as well, which is pretty cheap going with what Villa have been spending this last year.
It makes a lot of sense. I think that they could make that signing plus the one I've got here. Ooh. And I've got Joe Aribo, the centre mid for Rangers. He's obviously already worked with Gerrard. And yeah, he'd be a good replacement for the injured Nakamba. He's obviously out. He's out till early March time. So
we can't just play. Can't be Jacob Ramsey, John McGinn, and Douglas Luiz every time. I mean, Douglas Luiz has missed a few games this season through injury. Jacob Ramsey's still very young. He is playing well and he's really good, but he's still young.
Absolute biased shit talker.
Jacob Ramsey's so good. But yeah, another versatile, because at the moment, there aren't many better midfield options off the bench. So I think he'd bring a bit of stability, which Villa look to have been missing recently, and a bit of youth. I think he's fairly young. I can't remember, to be honest. Yeah. He's not. He's closer to being young. Still.
Yeah, than being past it. But yeah, on to the next club, and what is a a club full of young and youthful. Nailed it, mate. Young and youthful players. It's Brentford. They've got quite a young core. Have you gone for a young player to match that, or have you got a bit of an older one?
I'd say probably it's closer to... It's sort of in the middle.
Oh, right, yeah.
I went for Vanderson.
I thought you would.
That's
why I didn't go for him.
The wing back from Gremio. Obviously, they do have Rico Henry.
I think he's 22, and he's I know he's Brazilian.
He's quite
good
young.
little player, yeah.
Yeah, but obviously they have got Rico Henry, but they could do, he's
a bit of backup would be nice.
Vanderson, I think, can play both left wing back and right wing back.
I think the only problem with him is I think he's going Monaco.
Yes.
They've placed a higher bid for him to Gremio.
Yeah.
And what's more appealing, Brentford or Monaco?
Well, Brentford's a nice place. They're doing quite... I'd love to play for Brentford. It feels like really fun.
Yeah, it'd be nice to play for them, but if you're not going to be earning the big bucks... You're not going to do anything
at Monaco. What are you going to win at Monaco?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's a good the French League's a good place to advance your career if you're just coming into Europe.
But I do think if Brentford did manage to get him, it'd be a great signing.
Yeah, well, I've actually got, I think, an even better signing. I've gone for Cole Palmer on loan from Man City. It's just he's not playing much for City, but he's got some good first team chances. It's his first year of professional football. I think a loan to Brentford would really suit him. They need a bit more dynamism, I think, going forward.
Yeah.
So playing him on a wing, I know they don't use wingers, but they could adapt their formation slightly, or dropping him into. I think he can play attacking mid as well.
Yeah. I mean, especially...
Suit him quite nicely. It's a bit of a young Phil Foden, I think. To have him sitting on the bench is a bit of a waste of his talent. So a little loan move to Brentford, getting some Prem action, I think he could do really well for him.
I think you're right. I think he could do very, very well.
Cheers. Right, on to the next one. Brighton and Hove Albion. They've looked really good this season. And Mopé's actually been scoring a few goals. But I reckon we've both gone for striker improvement.
Yes, I have gone for it.
Yeah.
Because as much as Mopé... I mean, Mopé scored a few, especially in the last few minutes of games. Like the Leeds game where he could have had a hat-trick, 4 or 5 goals. He needs to be more clinical, which is why I went for the Canadian striker, Sile Larin.
Yeah.
He's at Besiktas, the 26-year-old at Besiktas.
I looked at him while I was looking at some strikers.
At Besiktas at the moment. But, he's still playing well, but Besiktas are struggling to retain their Super League title in the Turkish league. The only problem would come is that he's also linked with West Ham, and if he had a choice between West Ham and Brighton, West Ham probably got more money.
I imagine he'd be a backup, wouldn't he, at West Ham? So that could sway him. But then maybe he'd be a backup to Mopé at Brighton.
And let's be honest, Antonio, he's been injured a lot this season, so he'd get opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, he's put in some very good numbers in the last few seasons.
And if any of them are going to adapt to a 2 up front, it would be West Ham, because I think Graham Potter will stick with his system. I've also gone for a striker, but I've gone for Luis Suarez. Not that one. Don't worry. The one that plays for Granada.
I was going to say, yeah.
He's 24, and he's putting up decent numbers in the Liga. I think a move to the Prem could be what they need. He might cost a bit. Around like 30 mil-ish. But in the grand scheme of things, I think it could be worth it. He is also linked with Barcelona.
Well, to be fair, I'd rather go Brighton than Barca at the moment. But I guess that's the only
similar league position.
With Larin is that Larin will only be around 10 to 15 mil. So he's quite cheap.
Yeah, how old's he though?
26.
That's only 3 years older than Suarez. Does seem like a good little addition to the squad. I love the way you operate a phone, by the way. It's like watching a 40-year-old, 60, 40, 80-year-old man.
Speaking of 40 and 8-year-olds, Burnley.
Cheers, that little comedic interlude. Who have you gone for to sign for Burnley?
I've gone for Brest midfielder Romain Favre.
Nice. I don't know much about him. Could you tell me, Sam?
Let's be honest, Burnley aren't that good going forward. He's an attacking midfielder. He'd play in the number 10 role. He'd sort of control the play, get Burnley moving up the pitch. And he's only 23, so he's still got quite a few years left in him. this season he's netted 5. He scored 5 goals and got 5 assists in only 13 games in the French league. Obviously, the only problem will come is that Burnley would be competing with Leeds and AC Milan.
Yeah, now then. I don't see Leeds getting...
But
I don't see
realistically,
Burnley
though, if
beating
he goes
Leeds.
to AC Milan, he's going to play backup, whereas Burnley
He'd be playing in the Championship come August.
He'll stay up. Better than the French league.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think you're going to make more of a name for yourself.
Sean Dyche is, he's looking for someone to play in that midfield role to help Burnley attack more.
Yeah. I agree that they do need to add some flair to their side, and with the addition of Cornet, he's came in, done very well. Dwight McNeil's already he's a very good talent. I've gone for Randall Kolo Muani, the Nantes striker. He can play up front. He's French, and he's gonna get goals.
Yeah, I mean Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes are good, but they're both getting on a bit now. They're not the great, you can cross a ball in and they head it in, but apart from that...
And if you paired one of them up with a fast, young... what's the word? Can't think.
Pacey. Attacking.
Yeah.
Clinical. Accurate. Because he's done alright for Nantes, to be fair.
Yeah, he's been getting some goals this season. He missed a lot of chances last season. He was offside a lot.
He is offside. Didn't he
Enthusiastic.
Yeah.
That's the word. He'll be young, enthusiastic.
Leon?
And get some goals. I don't think so.
I thought he did.
I think he came through the academy.
Oh, he might have.
He's only
fact check
24.
So, you're
Something like that.
probably
He's
right.
quite
I
young.
don't know. I thought he played for Leon. Never mind.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think you might be thinking of Toko Akambi or whatever.
I am thinking of Toko Akambi.
The Leon striker. Yeah, next up, Chelsea. Both Chelsea fans, so incredibly biased. But who've you gone for? You can't be biased in this situation unless you say Messi, Haaland, or someone like that.
I've gone to Shamaini.
Good. It'd be nice if you could pronounce his name.
What's his name?
Aurelian Tchouameni.
Shower. So shower and then Manny.
Yeah.
Showermeni.
Nice.
Showermeni.
Many showers.
I don't know what's his middle first name.
Aurelian
Showermeni.
Wow, nailed it. Yeah, the Monaco.
Well, Chelsea have been linked to him for a year now.
Plays for Monaco.
And let's be honest, Chelsea need a centre mid. Kante and Kovacic have been injured. Jorginho is injured as well. At the moment, you've got Loftus-Cheek. Like at the weekend against Wolves, they had to field Kante, who was still injured.
I think that would then give them 6 central midfield options come next season.
Especially with Gallagher.
And I know a lot of people want Declan Rice still. Not Chelsea fans.
Kante could be on the way out. Loftus-Cheek for me. Barkley's not good enough. Get rid of Barkley. Loftus-Cheek could be sold.
Yeah, but you got Billy and Connor coming back as well.
But you could have.
I do think Tchouameni would be a good addition and a better addition than Declan Rice. And I
definitely do not
know that's going to annoy a lot of
waste
people.
of money.
I think he's a good player, but
I think he's a great player, but we don't need him. Chelsea don't need him.
Yeah, I get where you're going from. I've gone for someone who I think is a much more immediate concern, and that's the left wing back spot. I've gone for Luca Digne.
Oh my god!
And yeah, it seems a very likely deal because Everton have already got a replacement who I'm going to get onto shortly when we get to Everton. But yeah, they don't need Digne. Digne wants to leave. Chelsea need a left wing back. It fits.
It does. And Chelsea need a wing back desperately.
He's crossed it into Lukaku, nodding him in.
Watching Alonso and Saul play left wing back makes me want to cry. Obviously, on the topic of Saul, his loan's being terminated, possibly.
It's believed that Chelsea may terminate
because he's rubbish.
He's not great.
He is awful. He is shocking. But so is Marcus Alonso.
But if Saul's loan was going to be terminated, that would lead into both of our...
Tchouameni
and Digne would both be necessary if Saul was gone. But I think Digne would possibly be a loan with an option to buy. But because I don't know if he'd want to play backup forever. But he'd start for the rest of this season.
Backup at Chelsea than back up at Everton.
Exactly. But on to Crystal Palace. I've actually gone for another left back, and it's the Wolves and French under 21, Ryan Ait-Nouri.
Yes, I did actually. When I was doing my research, I did actually. I did see Ryan Ait-Nouri.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a weird move for him. But if he's looking to get more game time, I think Palace could be a good option. I know they've got Tyreek Mitchell, and it would stump his development.
I think Tyreek Mitchell is good enough there already, and if they really need, they've got the backup of. I mean, Gurley can play left back, can't he?
Yeah. I don't know. There wasn't much for Palace. They've actually got a pretty decent side at the moment. I'm not a huge fan of Mitchell. He does get caught out a lot.
I like Mitchell.
I think Ryan Ait-Nouri would offer a bit more stability and pace at that left back role. And he's very good. Not getting much game time at Wolves. He's linked with a loan away, but they have stated that it's like a 21 to 25 mil bid could tempt him. But PSG are also interested for around 30 mil.
Which then, sort of like, I doubt they'll get him. Yeah,
but then PSG have got Mendes, so it's a deal that doesn't make sense for Ait-Nouri. I don't know. Weird spot for the young lad to be in, because he's kind of not getting game time at Wolves, but would he get game time at PSG? Nope. Would he get game time at Crystal Palace? It'd be a tough fight with Mitchell, so I don't know.
Yeah. I've gone with a midfield. I've gone for Zambo Anguissa, the Fulham midfielder, who at the moment is actually out on loan at Napoli.
Is it Napoli? Oh, yeah. He's on loan at Napoli. Is he... So I don't think he's... He's going to be... It's a season-long loan, isn't it? So he wouldn't be available in January.
I don't believe so. I believe it's...
Is it only half a season?
No, I think it was year to year. I don't know.
Oh, was it in last January?
If not, I've messed up really badly here, and I apologise to everyone watching, but I believe he's only on loan until January.
I'll have a look.
If not, he's a great summer signing. And realistically, we aren't saying it should be about more in January, but anyway...
Maybe a potential...
I believe it's end of...
No, it's in June.
It's in June.
So, Zambo Anguissa will not be joining.
He won't be joining Palace in January.
Maybe a potential will happen.
But in the summer. But maybe it could be
agree it now.
Pre-agreement deal. So I'm going to carry on talking about him because I haven't got anyone else back up.
Also, if Fulham do end up going up, then it's a deal that we probably won't end up changing clubs. Yeah. Also, he's currently playing for Napoli, who are top for a good part of this season, and he could end up getting signed on a permanent.
Do they have a future fee?
I don't know.
They probably do, don't they? I have messed up massively. I do apologise.
Napoli are like third in Serie A.
I'll keep talking, so then I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Zambo Anguissa will be a great signing for Napoli. They did decide to get one permanent as well. So
and for Napoli.
Yeah.
The new Prem side, Napoli.
Yeah, new Prem side. But yeah, obviously the reason would be for Palace wanting him. He's a very good midfielder, and both Milivojevic, I can't say his name,
Milivojevic
and Koyate, who play in that holding role, are both over 30 now. So they're getting on a bit. They need a replacement. If he wasn't on loan at Napoli, then he could have signed.
Yeah, I think they might have missed the boat there with Zambo Anguissa.
Yeah, I think they might have.
What if they went for the equivalent of, quite an equivalent player of Timu Bakayoko?
That's who I wrote down anyway, yeah.
Is that how you
It's actually what I put down.
I don't know how old he is. He might also be 30.
Bakayoko's class.
He's shit.
No,
he wasn't great for Chelsea. He's had a good season, though, out on loan at AC Milan.
He never gets the ball.
He's 27.
Exactly.
And he's out on loan.
And he's better than Milivojevic and Koyate. Well, I don't know.
He is. Milivojevic does take good pens, though.
Let's quickly move on.
Rapidly. Everton, who have you got?
I've gone for, and I really hope this guy's not out on loan anywhere. I've gone for Juventus midfielder Artur.
So he's out on loan at Barcelona. No, I'm joking.
He was though, wasn't he?
No, he was at Barcelona, and then they swapped him for Pjanic in their little dodgy deal.
Yeah. So this one would have a little bit of money involved, But this would also stop your Lucas Digne Chelsea move happening. Because what would happen is, well, Juventus would be involved in a swap deal, Digne for Artur, plus a little bit of money from Everton's side, because Juventus are needing a left back, like Digne, like Chelsea are needing a left back, and let's be honest, Everton need a midfielder as well.
What about Alexandro to Chelsea then?
Exactly, so it
In
can
a
all work
triangle of
love.
happiness.
The happiness is a good word as well.
Triangle of love. And then Alonso can go to Shakhtar Donetsk.
Alonso can retire.
And replace Vitaly Mykolenko, who is going to be going to Everton. I've put him down. It's a done deal already. But yeah, with Artur, I don't know. I don't think there's much need for him at Everton.
He's getting on a bit, isn't he? Yes, Everton have got the Decore and Alan.
Exactly, they've got the Decore and
Alan.
Alan. Yeah, but if those two stay fit, they're fine. And I think
the other option I would
they could add someone for cheaper
is a return for Ross the Boss Barkley.
Yep. That seems pointless.
Just because it came to my head.
Oh, I can't see Ross get another
Chelsea.
Prem.
Oh no. He'll go like Reading.
He could go Fulham.
He'll go play for Reading with Andy Carroll.
And Danny Drinkwater.
Yeah,
and former ex-pros England 11 over at Reading.
They'll go Reading and go and build like over ex-England players.
Yep, they're going to get
that left back. Very
Glenn
good.
Johnson out of retirement too.
Be out of place, so Digne will either be going Chelsea or Juventus.
Yep, that seems to make a lot of sense. I've actually got another Juve midfielder at Leeds.
All right,
Weston McKennie, the American. He's about 23 years old. Need to offer a bit of just magic in the midfield. They've struggled without a lot of key players this season. I think McKennie is a huge upgrade on the likes of Click and whoever the other guy is. No, it's often Rodrigo, and he's not great as a midfielder because he's a striker. So I don't know why they keep playing him there. But yeah, I think McKennie would just add a little bit of magic, creativity, and a bit of a spark into the midfield of the Leeds side. Him, Phillips, and Click as a three, I think would really work nicely. And yeah, I think all round, McKennie to Leeds makes a lot of sense. He's rumoured to be about 20 mil for the American. And yeah, I think he'd do well at Leeds.
Yeah, I've also gone with midfielder. Also a Serie A midfielder.
Wow. It's Weston McKennie.
A little bit more defensive. No, I've actually gone for Nahitan Nandez. I really hope I've pronounced his name right.
Isn't he?
The Cagliari
Uruguayan, right?
He is Uruguayan, yes. So actually, a move in the summer.
Cinema on FIFA.
The move. So Leeds had a 30 mil move accepted, but Nandez refused to sign because there was interest from Inter, and he wanted the Inter move, but Inter then pulled out, which then meant he had to stay at Cagliari. So obviously now, because he don't want to
get played, Mr. Nando's.
Exactly, Mr. Nando, be quiet.
Right, I thought you were just backing him up, saying he's class, and now you're telling him to be quiet.
No, he is very good, but he is pushing for a move out, and Leeds are still interested.
Yep, I think he could be a good
addition.
addition.
Let's be honest, Leeds need something defensively because they are shocking.
Him and Phillips, Holden, Click to create forward.
Send Click forward. They have just a little more stability in their team.
Rafinha just to create stuff.
Exactly.
Next up, Leicester, a team that also need a bit of stability at the back because they have 0 centre backs. Have you gone for centre back? Because I have.
No, I haven't.
Oh well, I've gone for Lewis Dunk. I think a little bit of Prem experience, relatively cheap. He'd be a good replacement for Fofana, who I think is going to go Chelsea if Chelsea lose Rudiger.
Is he injured?
Yeah,
time.
But it looks like Chelsea are going to lose Rudiger, so Fofana, very expensive, but would offer a lot to Chelsea, and I think Lewis Dunk is a good cheap replacement.
I've gone with I've gone with a good one, but not I've gone with the central attacking midfielder of Isco.
I can see it.
He's he's now 29, so he's getting on a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say. But he's in his prime now, though.
Exactly, yes, and he'd link up well with Maddison and Vardy.
I remember seeing it linked in the summer. Everyone was like, "Well, that makes some sense."
He's got a lack. He's not getting any game time at all at Real Madrid. He's unhappy, but if Leicester didn't want to go for him because he'd be quite cheap in January, but obviously if they don't want to go for a move, his contract is up at the end of the season. So they don't get him in January. They could get him on a free
little
transfer
pre-contract thing
at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. Though Leicester are struggling a little bit at the moment, so is it a good move for Isco? He could drag Leicester up the table.
Exactly.
So. And they're a decent little side. Right, Liverpool up next. The big boys. I've gone for a pretty big player. I don't know who you've gone for. Do you want to start?
I'll start. I've gone with the Ajax midfielder Ryan Gravenberch.
Ryan?
Is it not Ryan?
I think it's Daly. Oh no, it is Ryan. I can't remember. It's one of the two. It's Daily Sinkgraven and Ryan Gravenberch.
Yeah. I've gone Gravenberch. Obviously, Liverpool are missing Wijnaldum a lot. Well, not a lot, but they need someone to replace him. You know, Thiago is...
What, one Dutch in, one Dutch out?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did also have written down Frankie de Jong, but he's a lot more expensive than Gravenberch, and at the moment, I'd say that Gravenberch is probably better. And also, I haven't put de Jong down for a reason, because I've done it somewhere else.
Agree with Van der Sar?
I do agree with Van der Sar. Yeah, I did see that.
Gravenberch is better
I think that Gravenberch is better.
De Jong.
And he'd only be around just under 30 million euros. So I think he's a very cheap option. He'd help that midfield. Be a great signing. You know, he's good friends with Van Dijk.
The thing with Liverpool, they just don't make signings.
No,
FSG just don't do anything. And that's why that's their biggest issue the last few years. But yeah, I've gone actually for a huge signing.
Huge.
Rafinha from Leeds.
Ooh.
He's going to cost a lot. And I know Klopp's already said that they're not going to make any signings to replace Salah and Mane if they go to AFCON. I don't think they will. But I'm not doing this based on realism. This is what they need to do. This is what they must do, as it says in the title. They must replace him. But FSG just won't. They're going to have to make do with Jota and that. But yeah, I think Rafinha to Liverpool makes a lot of sense. Mane isn't he's a good goal scorer and he's had a decent season.
Better.
But compared to Jota and Salah, yeah. I think Rafinha would make that three better.
And I think Rafinha definitely wants to jump the sinking ship.
The thing is, Rafinha only plays right wing. But I think you could switch Salah inside and Jota to the left. And that would possibly improve Salah's goal output.
Yeah.
Maybe lower Jota's, but I think Rafinha would...
I think Jota would still fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rafinha
wants to leave because I don't think he will want to play. And I think that even if Rafinha doesn't leave now, I think if Leeds go down at the end of the season, he'll definitely want to leave. Because he won't want to play in the Championship.
I do think Liverpool need to look at the future... And that Salah has only got realistically 4 years at the top, maybe if that. He's what? Is he 30 now? I swear.
That's going to really irritate some Liverpool fans, but yeah.
No, but they do. They need to start looking to the future because I hate to tell you, but Harvey Elliott is not it. Plus, he's playing middle midfield.
And nor Tyler Moore. Tyler Moore's crap. Everyone's
he's also not
so good.
Yeah, he's 29 now, Salah. So realistically, in 4 years. And if he is looking to move on and play for any other club for his career, then he's going to want to do it soon. I think maybe like a Barca or a Real could really suit him. I don't see that happening under Mourinho.
Yeah,
Salah.
Did Mourinho manage Salah at Chelsea?
Yeah, Mourinho booted him out of Chelsea.
Sure, they get along well.
Yeah, I'm sure they're great friends. Well, to be fair, that kick-started his career. Went to Roma, killed it. Went to Liverpool. Now he's probably the best player right now in the world. And yeah, I think they do need to look to the future though. Rafinha's a lot younger and will be there quite a few years. So, but they want to bring him in now, not when Salah leaves.
Yeah.
Because if you rush him in when Salah leaves, then it's kind of like, well, yeah. If he fails, you've got no other option.
Yeah.
If you bring him in while Salah's still there, well, Salah can develop him 1 and 2.
I think that's I think that's a good option. That's a good suggestion. I think Gravenberch is... How much would Rafinha be?
Probably 50 to 70 odd.
Yeah.
Which isn't in the Liverpool thing to go out and buy someone of that.
But they must do this. They want to win the league in 4 years.
I think a cheaper option would be Ismail Sarr, but that completely defeats the point of buying someone to combat AFCON.
Yeah.
Going out and getting someone else who will be going to AFCON. That makes 0 sense. But yeah, next up, Man City, league leaders. I think we've both gone for the same player.
I've got Harry Kane.
I've also gone Harry Kane.
Splash the cash, go Kane.
They should have got him in the summer. Daniel Levy should have let him leave. But maybe now that he scored against Liverpool, it's a really good finish. Maybe he'll find his form back and actually stay at Tottenham. But I don't know. He definitely should have left in the summer.
Or he's starting to play well because the January transfer window's coming along.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he just hasn't played well for a month because they haven't played in a month.
I did think Haaland for a bit, but then I just.
Same.
I thought Kane.
Haaland's actually linked with United now, which is kind of scary.
I know. I did see that.
Ranić.
Ranić's
been talking to his dad. But yeah, I've gone Kane. I don't want to see Haaland at City.
I don't.
So I don't want to even fathom it as a possibility. Vlahovic is also, I think, a good option for City if they can't get Kane. And Vlahovic, we did Hidden Gems on, and that'll be up there. Which I'm pointing to the right thing. If not, I look like a muppet. And sorry to everyone on Spotify once again. You'll have to head over to the YouTube to watch our Hidden Gems. But Kane to City. He'll do well.
Job done.
Get a lot of goals in a system that creates a lot of chances.
I really think he would. And City, as much as they say we don't need a striker, they definitely need a striker.
I agree. Right.
Man United.
We're approaching halfway through.
I haven't gone as big as a Haaland.
Quite lots of this, yeah.
But I have still gone gone big.
You've gone big one for United. I think your one's bigger than mine, but I'll start. I've gone Casemiro.
Yeah.
And I think you've gone for someone on the opposite side of the El Clasico in Frankie de Jong. So it's very clear they need midfield options. I've gone for Casemiro. I'll be honest, I was thinking of Fred. I thought, who's a good Fred replacement? Someone who's actually Brazilian. There is no way a bloke called Fred is Brazilian.
But... No, but it's like Hulk and Willian. They got to
I know that.
Names.
But
why did you pick Fred?
Picks Fred?
Why would you pick Fred?
I'd pick Santa Claus, mate.
Right, fair enough.
Well, imagine that, Santa Claus bombing down.
Yeah, sure, lovely.
Santa whips one in.
Casemiro.
Yeah. Midfield destroyer, offers some protection to that defence.
Definitely, that defence is
has played with Varane and Ronaldo before. Slots into the side seamlessly. Friends with Alex Telles and Fred. Presumably they're all Brazilian. They're all Brazilian, so they're probably mates.
I'm so funny.
Remarkably,
that was pretty really loud, I apologise.
Frankie de Jong.
I went de Jong.
Do you want to say a little bit about him?
I think he's a very good option. I mean, he'll want to get out of Barcelona, trouble town at the moment. Barca fans don't like him. They booed him off when they when they played Cadiz.
They're booing everyone off.
When he got subbed off by Xavi. So Xavi doesn't really like him. The fans don't like him anymore. But he's still done really well this season.
What about potential move to Chelsea though?
Yeah, I think he's very, very options. 91.9% pass accuracy in La Liga this season, and he's getting booed off. Yeah. But I mean, the fee would be around 81 million, which is quite a lot. But I think United would do it because I do think they are an outside shout to win the league under Rangnick.
I think they are outside, very outside,
like out in the garden outside.
Yeah, like Leicester odds of winning the league. No, they have got a chance. It would rely on something horrific happening to City, like a meteor just landing on the canteen and everyone dies. But because their squad is just so deep. To be fair, that would happen. Cole Palmer would still play, so that'd be fine.
Yeah, good point.
If they don't let him go to Brentford on loan, as mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. Cole Palmer, you must go to Brentford on loan to save your career and your life.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. Obviously, you're listening, lad.
Yeah, listens every day. Anyway.
Even when we don't post, he just finds old videos to watch.
Wrong. Newcastle.
Well, they are the next club, Newcastle. I'm going to start. I've gone for a big marquee signing, but not like one of the ones you'd expect. Not like a Coutinho or something like that. Huge waste of money. I've gone for Leon Wonderkid, 18-year-old Rayan Cherki.
Very good player.
He's a fantastic player, and he's incredibly young. Just 18, and he's, 18, 19, something like that, playing every week out for Leon. I think, he'd be a good fit in Newcastle. Newcastle got a history of signing very talented Frenchmen And some pay off and some don't. I.e., look at Ben Arthur and St Maximan, and then look at Remy Cabella and Florian Thauvin. But I think Cherki would be one of the more successful ones in the Premier League, and I think his link up with St Maximan and Callum Wilson would be simply sensational. But yeah, who have you gone for
Speaking of
Newcastle,
linking up with St Maximan and being French, I've gone with Anthony Martial.
Really? So that would... I was tempted to put a striker, but I don't think it's a place they really need to focus on. Callum Wilson is a top quality finisher.
Yeah.
And he's a good quality Premier League striker.
Another option, because if Wilson gets injured, their next option is Joe Linton.
I agree they need a bench striker. I don't think Martial's that man.
I think that I think
they're going to play two up top.
I mean, it's a very good. I think it's a better move for Martial than it is Newcastle. I mean, and for United would need money to fund a Haaland move maybe, or a De Jong move, or a...
It very much depends on the system.
A Casemiro
Because they could switch to two up top in, say, a 4-1-2-1-2 and put St Maximan as a cam. Yeah. Or they could switch to two up top in a 3-4-1-2 and play St Maximan as the cam and the two of them up front. But I really don't see Martial as a lone striker. But I guess he could play right wing.
Speaking of
in that front three, because he's pacey and
finishes. It could be a permanent in January, or it could be a loan with an option to buy.
I just noticed how you linked lone striker to loan deal.
Yeah, exactly. Big brain over here on the TFC channel, so make sure you subscribe.
On to the opposite end of the financial spectrum, and Norwich City.
I've gone with an odd one.
Have you?
I have. I don't think anyone would have heard of this bloke before, because I've only heard of him since today. I've gone with Calvin Ramsey. Any relation to Aaron or Jacob? No, he's an Aberdeen right back. He's had a good season in the Scottish Premier League this season. He's notched in a few assists, and he's got quite a few clean sheets for Aberdeen. And Norwich, obviously, there's a big risk of them losing Max Aarons to either Roma or Dortmund. Yeah, so I think need a replacement. Ramsey, 17-year-old wonder kid, I think he'd do very well. He's got lots of time ahead of him. 17. I don't think he'd be what they need to slot in and replace Aarons immediately in the Premier League. Even if you didn't replace him, though, say Barley Mumba starts, then you've got your... I don't think Barley Mumba's a good enough starter at the moment either. Have they got it right back? They do have Sam Byram, but he's... No, he's crap. What do you mean? He's been injured for a year. He just came back recently and has played middle. The only other thing with Ramsey is that he was also linked to United and Leicester. That's fine. They'll try anyway. So I'd rather play for Norwich than United. You're an idiot. I am an idiot. That's been a no for ages. I'm a Norwich fan. I'd still pick United because money. Wow, it's all about money. Yes. No, YouTube's about our fans. We love our community. If I was playing football, we don't even make any money anyway. Exactly. So that's why you should subscribe, watch all the videos, we can make money. Leave a like, comment on the videos, and then we can buy you things and make even better content with all our money. Merch and deals and giveaways. Deals. That sounds dodgy. I don't know. Right, I've actually gone for a free agent, an ex-AC Milan centre half. No, this is Norwich. Oh, Norwich. Matteo Masaccio. Yes. Yeah, he's available on a free. Very experienced, and I think he'd offer. He'd bring a lot of leadership into that side, which seemed to lack a lot at the back. He'll shout a lot, basically. And he's better than Grant Bloody Hanley. He is better than Grant Bloody Hanley. Well, especially with Norwich's centre-back crisis, Onma Bamadelli injured, Kabak injured, Hanley's got a dodgy shoulder. Gibson injured. And Hanley's just dodgy anyway. Gibson injured, got no centre-backs. Claim. At the moment, it's Sorensen, who is actually very good, special football manager. I think Masaccio, he's a free agent, so they could sign him even before Boxing Day. They could. If they wanted. I don't think they will. I doubt it. Medical might be a bit hard. And I don't think he wants to be flying over to England on Christmas Eve. Day, so they can get him ready. Welcome to England, mate. It's Christmas Day. You're here to do your medical for Norwich. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. I think he'd be a good little addition to the side, and they would probably keep at least one clean sheet more than they would without him. Yeah. One more, on to the next team, Southampton.
the first S, the only S actually now, without Stoke in the league. It's been like 4 or 5 years, hasn't it, without
Sunderland
Stoke?
had gone forwards close now.
Oh, yeah. There used to be loads of S's. Stoke, Southampton, Sunderland.
Swansea.
Yeah, I forgot about
Where's
Swansea.
it gone? Come back to the Premier League,
Championship and
please.
League One. I don't see that.
Come on, Sunderland.
Sunderland are down in
Swansea.
League One.
We want to come batter you 6-0 again.
Right. I've gone Dean Henderson for Southampton. They haven't got a keeper. They've got a big, bold Willie in goal, and I think Willie Caballero.
I like Willie Caballero, and I think Angus gone.
Angus Gunn.
We've got Angus.
Who's at Norwich.
Angus
Yeah.
gone. A good point, he's at Norwich. I meant Alex McCarthy, sorry.
Yeah.
With Caballero, McCarthy, Fraser Forster. Do they need Dean Hendo?
Yes. Sell one.
Especially, I think he's going Newcastle.
Sell
there,
one
Dean
of them.
Henderson.
Sell any of them.
Sell all of them.
Don't sell all of them.
Don't.
Just sign
Willie
Big Willie.
Caballero.
Keep Willie.
Yeah.
Keep Alex McCarthy as a backup and sell Forster to Celtic. I don't know.
Didn't he go to Celtic?
I know Joe Hart's
They
there,
brought him
isn't he?
back. Joe Hart. Yeah, I know. I like that move actually for Joe Hart.
Do you?
Yeah, I love Joe Hart. Give it up, ball. Give it up, the ball.
Is that it though, isn't it? Have you gone Southampton then? Let me guess, it's some random person I've never heard of.
Yes, it is actually.
Excellent.
You might have heard of some people. Mohamed Ali Cho,
Yeah, no, not a clue.
Angers striker, 17 years of age.
Angers.
Is it Angers?
Yeah.
Angers.
Angers.
17 years old. He's looked very good. He played for PSG's youth academy before.
Why did they?
Going on a
Did they
permanent
kick him out? Did they? Because he's so
Angers.
bad.
No, he's very good. He's put in some good numbers for Angers this season.
Getting to pronounce it so Angers, so with so much emphasis.
And Southampton, obviously, he could come in, have a couple of years to develop. Because Adam Armstrong and Che Adams.
Is he a midfielder? Did you
There's a
say?
striker.
Excellent. You forgot to specify that.
I did. I literally said he's a
did you?
17-year-old striker. So you better listen here.
Wow.
Obviously,
Sorry.
Che Adams and Adam Armstrong haven't really been firing too well this season. They've got Brower,
Yeah, but they've got the best striker ever.
yeah, but he's leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah.
He's only a loan. They could get this guy in.
But Che
he could be
Adams
shown. He could have a half a season to be shown the ropes.
By Breyer, and then he'll be the second best striker of all time.
And then when Breuer leaves, and he can come in and start for Southampton more regularly.
Maybe you're right, but you got to remember Breyer learned from the best, mate. Sokol, Aleshi, and Ray Manai.
Shut up.
Other Albanians, right?
Oh yeah, you put Dean
Yeah, I
Henderson.
put Dean Henderson on to Tottenham. I think we've both gone for
We
the
have
same
both
player
got
again.
same. It's
It's
another
almost
striker.
like we both went for Kane to go to City, and we both replaced him with the same
Dusan
person.
Vlahovic.
Dusan Vlahovic.
Hidden
The
Gems.
star of
Go
the
watch
Hidden
it.
Gems series, which is there now again.
Sorry, Spotify.
It's just, yeah, Spotify really missing out
No,
on
actually,
this
it's
one.
your fault, Spotify. You should. When I point into the camera, they can't see me. It's your fault, Spotify. You should be subscribed to the YouTube, and you should be
You can
watching it
watch
on
the Hidden
YouTube as
Gems,
well.
yeah.
Because then you miss out on cool moments like
And you miss
that.
out. Yeah. You
See,
wouldn't know.
Spotify
You
didn't
wouldn't
see
know
that.
what I'm doing to the camera right
Okay,
now, would you,
no,
Spotify? Right.
Smiles. Anyway, Tottenham, Dusan Vlahovic, absolute class.
Yeah, he is. He
I
is.
hate Tottenham,
We
but
said
he's
so
class.
in his Hidden Gems. That he's the highlight of our Hidden Gems. Definitely not because he banged it out of views, and he's killing it in the
He
league
scored
this
so
season.
many goals.
Top goal scorer in the whole league, and yeah, he just seems to score
Top
every
goal
game,
scorer in the
Haaland
league
style.
Of Ibrahimovic, Leao, Chiesa, Insigne, Mertens.
You've named 2 strikers, so 3 strikers. so
Oh,
far.
wing, same Kane.
2 of them play for the same
And
clubs,
he's
and
playing
one
for
of them's
Fiorentina.
41.
If it's playing Juventus, I think it'd be very hard to get a move. But because he's at Fiorentina, I think it's going to be easier to get him, ply him away from Italy and get him into the English league.
I happen to agree with you.
And I think
Issue is there's a lot of clubs interested in him. aren't
exactly
there?
Arsenal,
Barca,
Chelsea, Tottenham, City, Liverpool,
yeah.
United, all of basically everyone and their nan wants him.
I know Arsenal are interested, but I put Jonathan David for Arsenal, so they'll be happy.
I
with
put
him.
Mason Greenwood.
He's not going.
But Vlahovic, hey, if he goes, everyone better subscribe. They do that anyway. But yeah, I think Vlahovic. I don't like Tottenham. I don't want them to do well. But I think with Kane leaves, getting Vlahovic, Son, Vlahovic, Mora, link up pretty well, start scoring, and they look very good defensively with Antonio Conte.
And they'll have Brian Hill.
And they wouldn't have Kane trying to kill Robertson's calf every game.
Yeah, okay. That should have been a red.
And then Robertson decided to boot Emerson Royale, who definitely wasn't going for the ball. That was a straight red, so deserved.
But Kane should have been sent off earlier.
Speaking of Liverpool, I believe we've also gone for the same person for West Ham.
And I think you've gone permanent though and I've gone on loan.
You've gone permanent. I've gone permanent. You've gone loan.
Yes. Right. Nat Phillips.
Yes.
Big, towering centre half. Surprise! I'm sure you were surprised when I said that because you were expecting Salah, but no, it's Nat Phillips to West Ham.
Gotcha.
I think he'd be a good little addition for their centre back department. They've obviously got a lot more games this year with it being their first year in the Europa League, and I think to combat that, increasing their squad, the size of their squad, giving a few more extra players, just to keep everything fresh, makes sense, and he's a good quality centre half as well. No harm done by getting him in.
Yeah, he's not getting game time at West Ham. West Ham, you got Craig Dawson's getting on a bit now. So's Ogbonna. The other thing to notice is that he is left-footed, which means he'd partner Kurt Zouma very well because Kurt Zouma is right-footed. So I think there'd be a very good partnership. They're both tall, towering, physical centre-halves, and I think they'd do very well for West Ham to shore up that defence.
Then they'd have, Zouma, Diop, Ogbonna, Nat, and Dawson. Wow. Loads of options. Centre back. That's why I think it should be a loan, though. Go back at the end of the season after he's developed and Liverpool loving him. I also don't. I think he'd be quite pricey to get from Liverpool.
I've seen lower prices like 10 mil linked, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot higher than that.
On to the next team, Wolves. We've only got two left, Wolves and Watford. Wolves though. I'll go first then while you're working out what is wrong with you. Oh no, it is Watford first. I don't have to do we didn't have to do the alphabet. We did West Ham first, which is W-E. Then we have Wolves, which is W-O.
Apologies,
Watford,
guys.
W-A. But it should have been Watford
We'll do
first.
Watford next.
We'll do Watford
next.
I've gone for Kristen Erickson.
I've gone for Steve Cook. Two
Similar.
very polarising players.
Pretty much the same person. But yeah, Kristen Erickson. He can't. He's just left Inter after they mutually terminated his contract. As you can tell,
because he's not allowed to play in Serie A.
Yeah, he can't play in Serie A with his pacemaker. So yeah.
Would he keep up with the pace of the Premier League nowadays?
That was a shit joke. Anyway.
Oh yes, that's a great. Anyway, no, but so, would he be? Would he? You know, how old is he now?
So.
28.
The Dane would create a lot of chances for him. Balls over the top for Dennis and King.
I think he'd rather go back to Ajax.
I agree. I don't think he wants to play for Watford. But
I don't think anyone wants to play for Watford.
He's also been linked with Everton, Leicester, Villa, and West Ham in the Prem.
I wouldn't want him as a lot from Villa. I wouldn't want him at Villa. We've got Jacob Ramsey.
He's free though. He could offer a cheaper option for like Everton, who you said should go and get Isco.
I've gone with Steve Cook from Bournemouth.
Yep, he's a player as well.
Watford, Troost-Ekong is terrible. Cathcart is either left, but he is about ancient. So Steve.
He is about ancient. Good English fella.
He is ancient. He's either left or he is, but he is very old, so it doesn't really matter if he's left or not. And Cavasele is alright, but not great. Like Steve Cook would just come in, shore up that defence, be a real leader, sort it out, help Ranieri out, and try and keep them in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good addition. Right, well that's Watford. Should we go to the last team? Wolves. And it's Wolves. Last, but not least, at least in my case, I've gone for Gus Till. Currently on loan at Feyenoord from Spartak. He was at Feyenoord before, doing well. Spartak bought him, wasn't great. They brought him in on loan. They've loaned him this season, Feyenoord, and he would be thingy to the end of the season. But I think Wolves going for him. He's got his career back on track at Feyenoord because he went back there on loan. And yeah, he continues that. Leaves Spartak permanently now because that's dead. Goes to Wolves. Does well in the Premier League.
I can see that.
He's tall, he's Dutch, and he scores a lot. He wants to get some consistent game time so that he can have a chance to go to the World Cup with Holland. So
yeah. I think that could be a good move. I've stuck with the Wolves Portuguese theme, and I know Bruno Lage is very interested in this player. I've gone for the playmaker Renato Sanchez.
Oh, not Ronaldo then.
No, not Ronaldo.
Shocking.
Well, you never know though. Don't rule it out. But yeah, I've gone with Renato Sanchez. Yeah. He's playing at Lille at the moment, but Wolves. I mean, João Moutinho is now what 35.
He is getting on a bit, yeah.
And Ruben Neves is getting into his close. I believe he's like 28, 29, 30, possibly a little bit older.
Something like that.
They could do with someone a little younger to come in. He's Portuguese. Bruno Lage likes him. He'll get on well with all the other Portuguese players that are there. Because Wolves is just Portuguese 11, apart from Ronaldo. And I think Wolves have been a bit poor this season.
Ruben Neves is 24. But he is linked with Chelsea and United.
Okay, Again though, João Moutinho is still quite old. And I think Renato Sanchez and Ruben Neves would link up well. And Wolves need something else this season. They've been poor. Not poor.
Yeah, apparently Chelsea want Ruben Neves, a 38 mil to bolster midfield as
Sal's crap.
And yeah, so Renato would be a good replacement if Neves did go to Chelsea.
Moutinho is getting on a bit.
Exactly. Right, well I think that's everything for one player your club must sign. I think we'll do a brief bit of FPL. We might as well. I don't know what time we're approaching.
Let us know.
We're about the hour mark now, or just I don't remember. I didn't see when we started.
But yeah, let us know if we've made any outrageously wrong things for signings. Let us know if you agree with us, and obviously, as you said before, put down your club and who you think they should sign. Fantasy.
Right, last week I actually had a decent little week.
I had a shot now.
I got 41 points, which, considering only 4 games went ahead, I'll take it. I'm now 461st in my league, in the Football Chat League. Probably the best league in the whole game.
I'm 582nd.
So only 121 places between us.
I got 32 this week, which is below average.
I got 41, which is just above the average by 2.
Didn't help that I had 3 Villa players and 1 Burnley player because I thought that game was going ahead. It wasn't. Sadly for me.
Oh, on the topic of our league, some huge changes at the top. Zach Drayton, who was in first. Yeah, it should be on screen now. He's dropped from first down to third.
Ooh.
And first and second, Parton Parrots and Mohamed Bamchi have gone up. And that is a good name.
It's a good name, well done.
Bamchi. Parton Parrots is now top, 12 points clear. And he'll be buzzing because
he's in the 1,200s now.
He's had such a good game week though. Look at that, 67 points
on a week where basically
Zach Drayton got 35. FPL Peru, Danny Geller kept his place in 4th. He got 65 points.
Why has he got Marcus Alonso?
He's doing very well. And then in 5th we've got I don't think I've seen this guy before. Izacchukwu Aya, who team name Crazy Medic. He's now 5th, 54 points this week, and he rises up to 5th with 1,174. So he's had a really good week.
Good, well done for him.
Season rise up. I don't think he's even been in the top 10, but I might be wrong. I certainly haven't seen him in the top 5. I'm very sure of that. But yeah, make sure to join the league, because even if you can't, I don't know if there's a code in the description, but there should be of an early podcast.
By the way,
or DMs
I don't know what's happened to FC Elmo, because for the first 10 game weeks, he was leading the table. He now sits in 71st.
Damn. What a drop off.
And I wonder, I don't know if he's still doing it or not. I don't know if he's stopped for some reason.
But yeah, as I said, make sure to join the league, because we do still have the cup to compete for. So you probably can't compete for the league. It's a bit late now. We are already at game week 18. But we do have the Football Chat League Cup that starts at game week 29. So yeah, make sure to join, because that will be very competitive. And,
it will be. I'm going to try really hard
on the topic of cups. I am through in both the Chelsea Cup and the England Cup. If you scroll up. Oh, you don't have it.
That's a bit of a shame.
On my leagues and cups section, it says I can.
Oh, I've just got your leagues and then my cups down here.
Yeah.
Who am I playing this week?
I'm through in the England and Chelsea Cup, but out of the overall cup last
I got 50
week.
last week. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, the guy I've got in the Chelsea Cup, I got 45 last week. I'm going to crush him this week. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to lose.
The guy
Wendell Williams. Meek 19, Wendell Williams. Enjoy your win.
Guy got in the England Cup. Used a wild card and didn't do too well either last week. So hopefully I'm going to do better than both of them. But yeah, my team going into this week, I've got a few players I think should score big. Salah's got Leeds. They've been poor this season. That should be some big points for him. Got Jota as well against Leeds. Bernardo and Foden play Leicester with Cancelo also against Leicester. But he's on my bench, I think. I might swap him in though.
I've got Ramsdale,
I'm
Smith
going to put him in
Rowe and Lacazette all at Norwich. So that's why I've captained Smith Rowe. Rudiger and Reece James at Villa.
I've got Mount and Reece at Villa as well. I've got them. They should be getting me some good points.
I think Livramento at West Ham's a risk.
I think we've both got Dennis as well, don't we?
Yeah, against Wolves. The reason I'm risking a half-injured Cornet and Livramento against West Ham away is that I'm saving my transfer for this week, just in case of postponements and stuff like that.
Yeah, I might use mine late in the week to swap some people about.
Because last week I used my transfer for the Villa players. And that game got called off on the Saturday.
Good job. But yeah, I've also got De Gea in goal against Newcastle, and he should be keeping a clean sheet, realistically. So I'm very happy with my team going into next week. I think that's where we're going to round it off for this podcast. I think we're at a decent little length. But yeah, this is episode 14. Make sure to check out episode 15. It is being released on Christmas Day. So if you don't listen to it on Christmas Day, we will understand. There's a lot going on.
No, listen to it.
Yeah, put it on during dinner. I don't even know what time to release it, but if you don't listen to it on Christmas Day, that's fine. But we appreciate it.
Make sure
listen to it at some point.
It will be
a good day.
It's really funny.
We will be releasing clips from the podcast because it is like 2.5 hours, something like that.
So good.
Make sure to check out that. Make sure to check out all the clips that come from it. We're obviously going to have predictions for all the games that are now going ahead, which kind of expected not to because of COVID, but they have gone ahead. Well, they are going ahead. So yeah, we were doing predictions for that. Obviously, loads of content to come.
Good teaser.
A lot around transfers.
All I'm going to say is Mason Greenwood.
Oh, he's not coming on. Don't imagine. That would be amazing.
Well, we don't know.
Maybe he is. Who knows? You got to watch it. But yeah, loads of transfer stuff coming through January. So loads of content coming up, and we'll be back with lives hopefully early January.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed, Boris.
But we don't know.
Do anything.
Well, yeah, Boris might do something, and it's hard to organise some guests at the moment. But that's what we'll round it up. Thank you all for watching. If you are on Spotify, head over to the YouTube. We already said check out the Hidden Gems. If you're on YouTube, head over to the Spotify. Get it downloaded. Press the little uppy button. I don't know what they do. I don't really understand Spotify, but press all the buttons and make them all green.
And listen to the whole thing.
Yes, do all that. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.